Hello, welcome to another project update. All right, so today I did a few things, and there's a little bit more that I want to do, but I won't do it today. But all right, so anyways, so one thing that I worked on today was this level here. I made some minor tweaks to the geometry that aren't really noteworthy, but the biggest change is that well, in some previous videos, I took all the geometry of this level and also the inside of that house level. And I basically separated the geometry into its own sort of scene so I could like instance it separately from the actual level. So yeah, anyways, I've done that here. And you'll see that in this left-hand hierarchy, scene hierarchy here, all the geometry is here. It is completely local to this scene here, and I can open it, and yeah, this is where I can change things around. And then what makes this useful is the fact that I can I can use this as like the mask, and if I want to move something around like a tree, all instances of that change will appear in other versions of that scene. Like for example, this is like the actual main level. If I move this tree, save, yeah, you'll see that I moved. And on a sec, I believe on the title screen, that level geometry also shows up. Turn this animation off. Somewhere along this timeline, all right, here's the house, here's the hometown level, and here is, yeah, here's the bespoke level that I talked about before. You'll see that in exactly the same way, if I take this tree and I go to the master, you'll see that the lighting is like different in this because there's no lighting data. If I take this and move it, save, yeah, the tree's been moved. This will make things a lot easier. It's actually not that hard for me to do. Just like set this up. It takes like 20 minutes. I pretty much just go through the whole level and I decide which parts of it I want to be constant in all instances of the level. So pretty much just the geometry. And I think it also includes the loading zones. I could be mistaken. I do believe that in this one I do have the loading zones in here. Maybe that's a mistake. I could always revise and change things. It's all fluid if that makes sense. It's not set in stone. All right, let's turn this cutscene animation back on and save it and close it up because I'm done with that. So the other thing that I worked on today is this door here, or rather the script for all, what is this? What is this? Oh yeah, it's in here. Oh yeah, so part of the reason why loading zones are, for whatever reason, I decided to put loading zones in the actual, oh, never mind, it's not, they're not in the level. It's just the doors. So part of the reason why the, okay, never mind, forget I said that because it wasn't true. I don't see a loading zone collider here. It's clearly not there, but it is here in the actual like playable level. You can see the outline of a box here. That's the loading zone, and yeah, it's clearly instanced here and not here, which is good. But so part of the reason for my confusion is because I think I was confusing the loading zone with the loading doors. So there's two types of doors in the game. There's the kind of door that we open it and you move to the other side, and you regain control of the player. And then there's doors that trigger loading zones. And I think what happened is I confused the loading zone with the loading door. But yeah, you'll see that I'm kind of going on a tangent, but anyways, I did work on the loading door script. I made it so that it's compatible with the new format that I have for the save data. I came up with this form. I came up with it like a few, probably a few months ago. I was trying to organize things better so that I don't get like bogged down and stuck, and I kind of still am. But it's like a work in progress. So whether or not this door is unlocked is determined by whether a boolean stored in an object called LevelData is true. If this is false, then the door is locked. If it's true, then the door is unlocked. And this gets put in a JSON file. It's only a JSON file for now. Later on down the road, I'll probably switch to a different format. And the nice thing about serializable files is I'm pretty sure that you can just serialize them and unserialize them. And as far as I know, I could be wrong, I can pretty much just adapt it to another format and it'll hopefully work. So anyways, I will test this out. Slow the level up. So the key for the explanation behind this locked door is that this guy is the shopkeeper. That is a store or a shop, whatever you want to call it. And if I try to open it now, I do believe that it will be locked. It's locked. Huh? There's a sign on the door. It says, resupply in progress. Shop is closed until restock is complete. Guess I'll have to come back later. So if I go over to that guy and I pull the truck out of the mud, the door will suddenly be unlocked. That is technically not how it probably should work. Because, you know, he has to, you'd think he would have to walk up to the building and then unlock it, and then it will be unlocked and then you can enter it. But baby steps. So I grab this and I pull it. The door should now be unlocked. I'll probably refine this and make it so that you have to like reload the level. But yeah, you can enter the door. And yeah, you got like a little shop thing here with a bunch of temporary placeholder items. And I'm seeing some issues with this room that kind of indicate that I haven't visited it in a while. Yeah, there's some texture issues on the walls. I don't know if you see that, but yeah, so the shader that I use requires the requires for texture filtering to be disabled, and clearly there it's not disabled because it's like a so the shader that I use applies the Nintendo 64 style of bilinear filtering, but what's happening is the texture has the bilinear filtering already applied, so it's kind of being done twice, and I think that's the cause of why it appears this way. So I'm pretty sure that if I talk to this guy, it'll crash probably. Oh, never mind. It kind of works. Welcome to my shop. I'm not here to chit chat. Ah, okay. All right. I'm actually kind of surprised that it's working as well as it's working right now. You don't have enough money, you dingus. A simple tactical knife. Oh, so apparently I don't. Yeah, I have the bottom right of the screen. I don't know if you see that in the. Where is the OBS? Here it is. Oh, okay, you can't see it. Let me adjust the window just a little bit. See that? Yeah, it's there. All right, so yeah, you can see that I have $0. I can't buy anything. I'm not going to test this right now. I just kind of wanted to see how far I could go without it crashing, and apparently it didn't crash at all, so that's good. So I can open this up, and yeah, I'm back in this level here. Yeah, so I think that tomorrow, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I'll probably go into this level here and clean up the texture issues. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I'll work on the actual shop today, or if I should just keep working on. So my approach has been to like kind of play through the game and fix issues as I find them. And yeah, I'll probably just keep doing that next time. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.